Hi everyone, I'm going to take you on a garden walk. It's been a while. It's now July 8th, 2022. So come with me and I'll show you all of our updates. So I'm going to start here with my garden helpers. This is Rosie and there's Benny. They follow me everywhere in the garden and try to help by carrying my things off. I have here nasturtiums that I planted, chrysanthemum, some cosmos, and my beautiful zinnias that I absolutely love. And then we have Tomato Tim's garden, which is amazing. His tomatoes are incredible. He has 48 different varieties. I just love walking through here and looking at all the different types. It is amazing. I'm going to take you to my favorite ones. These ones are just, are they beautiful or what? These clusters are just gorgeous. But as you can see, there's so many different types. And I'm going to take you to my favorite ones. And these are the purple tomatoes. Check this out. Are these beautiful? Oh my gosh, look at this. Look at all of these beautiful tomatoes. Over here, there's another type. Oh, look at that. Are they gorgeous? And this one is crazy. It's like probably a 5-pound tomato. Look at this. I'm going to be doing a lot of canning, making all kinds of tomatoes, tomato sauce, tomato paste. So these are Tim's tomatoes. And then over here, I planted some different squashes, winter squash, a delicata, and a waltham. And there's our little pumpkins here. I got a pumpkin here and another pumpkin over there. It's starting to turn orange. And then I've got my first little watermelon. And there's the tomatoes. So as we go out here, come on, Benny. Come on, Ben, let's go. Benny, come. I want to make sure he doesn't stay in the garden and eat all the tomatoes. So our yard is set up a little, it's kind of long. So we have to, nothing is near each other. It's all kind of spread out. So we have a very narrow but long yard. So now we go to this section here. And in the cinder blocks, this year I just planted all carrots along the sides, and then Swiss chard and kale down the middle. And I have an onion there. But these are all, there's my chives, and I've got carrots growing. And then on either side, I have green beans that will grow up. And I have a sunflower that self-seeded itself from last year. Over here, as you can see, this is my pepper and zucchini section. So I planted a lot of peppers this year. It was kind of my thing. I wanted to see what it was like. You know, I love peppers. I put them in all my soups and stews. But this year I wanted to see if I could grow them. And so I've got banana peppers. I've got lots of green peppers. I've got some jalapenos. Look at that green pepper. And there's some over there. And I've got Anaheim peppers growing. And I've got some more big jalapenos. And then my zucchinis, well, I have melons this time I planted. Here's more peppers. So I've got these interesting melons. More melons. And then over here, as you can see over there, you can see a squash. It's a little baby. It's a miniature butternut squash that I planted this year. I wanted to try them. And over here is a giant winter squash. And I've got another squash in here. And oh, there's one squash that I just noticed. It's right, let's see if I can show you. It's right in here, kind of under there. That's a Palermo zucchini. And then here's another big yellow zucchini. I love the yellow zucchinis. They cook up really nice in stews. This garden here is my beans and eggplants. And I have an okra. The okra I'm growing for the first time for my mother-in-law, Jen. She loves okra, so I'm gonna try to learn to cook them. And believe it or not, I have my first eggplant starting to grow right there. Can you see it? It's just my first eggplant. So exciting. It's hard to see it, but it's right there. It is. My first little eggplant. I'll be making some eggplant parmigiana. And then here, these bean plants, I love bush beans. We have had 3 dinners already. So here we go. We've got that beautiful beans. And then we have these really beautiful long green beans. So we've had 3 dinners already. So it looks like we'll be getting a 4th from these. And then over here, we have, I'm trying Malabar spinach this year. So we have greens. It's supposed to grow like a vine and it's heat tolerant. More beans. Nasturtium that's kind of fading out. More herbs, and my parsley's doing great. Those are our potato bags that we'll grow potatoes in. I just want to show you this little baby rose. It's beautiful, but just really tiny. Anyway, going up on the deck, we have all my succulents are here. We got 2 beautiful sunflowers that are fading out. And Tim's tomatoes start here. Little cherry tomatoes loaded. More tomatoes. More cosmos. And there's my strawberry towers. And my coleus that I planted. And over here, this was my little herb garden, but I planted carrots and more Malabar spinach that's starting to come up right here. So you can see it. Lots of lettuce. I'm going to do cut and come again lettuce. Some oregano and basil. And more carrots and Malabar. And then here's my little herb garden. And over on this side of the garden, we have 3 beds here. This one is kind of my greens where the rats were eating them, so I had to put them in a cage. Over there are my green beans. And here's all cucumbers. So I'll start off at this one. We have some arugula, 2 eggplants, beans that I've had a few meals from, some celery, and some fennel and chard. Over here I have mint, a melon, a couple melons, and some cucumber, which I've got a couple little cucumbers starting. Here's one little one here, and there's another little one right there. I've gotten a few cucumbers off of these. I don't know if there's anything in here. And then over here we have our rosemary and a pepper. And then we have all these green beans that look great, but they haven't produced any green beans. I have no idea what's going on with these. I may end up having to pull them all out. But anyway, so that is it for our garden tour. I hope you enjoyed our garden tour. I'll try to do another one in maybe a month or so you can see if we get a better, more growth and more production, or we end up pulling things out and replanting. Bye. Have a great summer.